Hello. I hope you're all having a very Merry Christmas
That's
and
right.
holiday.
It is certainly Christmas time at the time of recording this. Get out of here.
As always, I'm a festive Chris. As always, I'm a festive Chris.
And I'm Mistletoe Match.
I'm Chris, Mess Ham.
God.
I'm Chris, Mess Ham.
I'm Mistletoe Matt.
And today we're going to be giving you a special Yuletide delight.
Yes, we're talking about one of the greatest episodes of Pokemon since the one that hospitalized children, Holiday Hi-Jynx.
Okay, where to start with this very bizarre detour from the norm?
Well, it's very weird to me because I thought it was like some special, like some Christmas special that takes place outside the series, but apparently, like, in Japan at least, it was part of the main series. It just took place at Christmas time.
I remember it. It just played just one
'Cause
episode, just normal as every
It's
day.
just so out of place, because essentially the story is Ash, Misty, and Brock find a Jinx with a boot, and they're like, Ash goes to catch it, but he can't because it belongs to someone. And then inspecting the boot, they realize it belongs to Santa Claus, who is not only real, but has Pokemon instead of elves. And so, with the help of a talking Lapras, they swim their way to the North Pole. Meanwhile, Team Rocket has devised a plan to capture Santa Claus, because Jessie has a score to settle with Santa, because when she was very young, a Jinx in a Santa hat stole her Bruce Lee doll.
It certainly is bizarre, to say the very least. One thing I really love about it is the fact that the way they prove it was, yes, indeed, Santa's boot, is he keeps a little picture of himself stitched to the inside of it.
Apparently, I was looking up this episode, apparently in the Japanese, it has like his name written in kanji or something.
Oh.
And so they just, that's why the photo looks so out of place, because they did one of their typical edits. Like, it might as well have just been a freaking donut.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I like that in this episode, they never question anything. Like, I get they're children, they're still full of wonder and stuff. But
And
they're
in the Pokemon world.
But they just, not once, even like, let's go to the North Pole. Okay, it's like, are you close to the North Pole? Are you far from the North Pole? Like, they don't even pack food. Like, if that Lapras didn't come along, they would have died. They essentially just go out with their Pokemon on a raft, not even a boat, just a little wooden raft.
Yeah.
He gets about halfway and they're all too tired, so I was like, I'll do it. And then he can't do it, obviously. I was like, you guys really just didn't think this out. It's just weird to me that, they don't question any of this, because, we all know Santa Claus doesn't exist in the world of anime.
One thing about this episode that's, it shows how dated old episodes can get. They didn't have Stantler at the time. So they had Ponyta dragging Santa's sleigh. And it's like, why is it not a Stantler? Why is it not a Swordsbuck? Why is it not a reindeer of any kind?
It's because they didn't have any reindeer Pokemon.
Yeah.
No reindeer.
And that's
even
why...
was Lapras meant to represent something else? Because I can't imagine why Santa has a Loch Ness monster. Is there just some other Christmas-based creature that Lapras was the closest thing to representing? Because I just can't...
I don't know. Maybe in some kind of some other countries' legends of Santa Claus. I don't really know.
Santa and the Tree Fitty.
This is the inherent problem with using Pokemon to take place in stand in for real animals, because we still don't have certain Pokemon that fill niches, and then years down the line we'll be like, well, why didn't they use that? And suddenly older episodes or older just moments are outdated. So it's just, I don't know. Animals, they do exist to some extent. It's just when you use Pokemon to replace stuff that's well known, it just kind of becomes a bit strange.
So anyway, the second half of this episode is essentially Team Rocket are like, oh, hey, look, there are the other Jinxes. And Jessie's like, oh, wait, maybe the Jinx I saw wasn't Santa Claus. It was the actual guy, Santa Claus. Oh, incidentally, I like the fact that Santa Claus is worried that he doesn't have his boot.
Yeah.
And not that he's missing one of his Jinxes. He's like, oh, no, my toes will get frosty. And it's like, yeah, also, you got a Jinx stuck out on a tropical island. How did that even happen?
My big question is, he can make toys, but he can't fashion himself, cobble
another
a new
boot
together. It's like, come on, dude.
Put a stocking on there or something.
Do You just have one pair? Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding
And so
me?
Team Rocket they're just like, cool, okay, that was a little bit of a mistake. Steal all the toys, yep. And then they
steal all the toys.
they just do that. It's like, I think the point of getting there was to get revenge on Santa, but now they're just like, yeah, just steal everything. I actually wanted them to succeed in this mission and then report back to Giovanni. It's just like, hello, what have you done this week? Oh, we stole all Santa's gifts. I'm sorry, I think there's a bad connection. Can you repeat that? I was like, would he even be happy with them? I'm like...
Yeah. I don't know, it seemed like it was just like crime boss. He wanted everything.
No, it's just like, oh, we stole all Santa's gifts. And it's like, is this why my niece was crying Christmas morning? You stole her goddamn toys.
Actually, major plot hole that the English version fixed.
Yes.
That you brought up, wasn't it?
So it wasn't really a plot hole. It's just that the English version made more sense with the scene. So the idea is, Jynx eventually returns Jessie's toy to her. The reason the Jynx took it is because Jessie broke it, and then it went to go fix it. And it's like, well, why did you never come back? And the English version, Santa's like, well, you stopped believing in Santa Claus, and I'm powerless to visit homes where there's no belief.
Saw your favorite doll was broken and brought it back to me so I could fix it. I repaired it in my sleigh and we tried to go back, but you didn't believe in me anymore, and I'm powerless to go where hearts are closed.
And then the Japanese version, he's just like, well, you moved. I couldn't find you after that. It's like, you visit every house on the planet. How'd you not work out where she was? And I was just scratching my head because I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to suspend my disbelief for Christmas magic. But then you have to use Christmas magic. You can't just get rid of it later. You can't just be like, oh, I can't.
Maybe she went into witness protection because of her mother's shady ties with Team Rocket.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
also, she has a castle in this episode. And I'm like,
it's just on a really precarious peak.
I don't know. It's like, and like they seem to imply that was her childhood home. I'm like, well, it can't be because she grew up poor. But just regardless, why does she have a castle? Like, why are they in a castle in this episode? Where'd they get that from?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Maybe there is some Japanese, tradition story that we just don't know about. Maybe it's a callback to something.
It's just weird. Again, it's just such a weird episode. Not one point do any of them just say, this is strange. This is strange what we're doing.
What did Ash end up getting for his, Christmas present?
Oh, they don't open it. I was assuming a Pokemon League trophy. And it's just like, wow, I'll win one of these soon.
Maybe it's... My theory was it was a contract for another 30 seasons of the show.
No, opens up and it's clean underpants.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, we're also talking about, Pikachu would have just open up just sauce bottles, just hundreds of sauce bottles.
No, it's like the Family Guy joke. It's like, I wonder what this is. Pulls it open, it's a book.
Yeah.
That was one of the best Family Guy jokes ever.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy.
Only.
I also like how Jessie's toy was just Bruce Lee.
Yeah, it was just a little Bruce Lee. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to... I appreciate that they felt the effects of the cold.
Yeah, a little bit.
They did
they seem to just drop that real quick though.
Yeah,
although I do appreciate Meowth probably reacted the best to it. It's like, Meowth, that's right. Oh god, just goes back into the.
To be fair, they are from a country that does natively snow, so they're more used to it than us. But still, the North Pole, I guess. I don't know. I've been in torrential blizzards in New York, and it's it's pretty death-defying stunt walking down the streets in this.
So yes, overall, I would not recommend this. This is not like a Christmas special to watch to get into the season. It's just
and it's a very... It really is an episode for kids. It's I don't know if I enjoyed this.
Well, it's one of those, it's an episode for kids in the way that most little kids, when I was 7 when Pokemon first started being relevant. And it's I just liked every episode, whether or not it was actually good. Yeah. But yeah, so it's not really a good episode of Pokemon. It's not really a good Christmas special. It's just, it's not a sin. It's not like it shouldn't have existed.
Oh, of course. It's a nice
I just look back at it and I'm just huh. Also, it's not like it's really a problem because I was gonna say it basically got removed from most things like DVDs and Netflix and that because it has Jynx in it, which even the Japanese version they re-released it with Jynx being purple. They didn't even bother redubbing it or anything. They just sort of So it was a little hard for me to find this episode initially, but it's not
Yeah.
that hard. You can still find it if you want to watch it. It's like
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing I have the full box set, so
Yeah.
we could watch it with ease.
I thought it wasn't on the DVDs.
No, it is.
It was on the DVDs.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I've got it on my DVD box set.
It was legally watched. Well, that's all from us. We hope you have a very happy holidays.
And a safe New Year. Let's try that again.
You're
I'm
not going
sorry.
to save this new year.
Well, guys, like always, I'm Chris,
And I'm a stocking full of coal.
and we will see you in the new year. Merry Christmas! Waving is such a dumb thing to do in videos.
I'm giving Santa a Pikachu this Christmas.
Wow! Just like the one you gave to me?
That's right. I'll hide it in my stocking, and you'll find it rather shocking. 'Cause giving gifts to Santa's quite a novelty.